Welcome back to Theresa's Dead. My name is Theresa and I am so goddamn excited for today. And you're probably saying, why are you so excited? Well, one, because this fucking day is over, okay? I had the worst day and I think it's because it kind of all stemmed from a commute. I was running late this morning, totally my fault. I kind of just, wanted to dick around and just watch infomercials this morning. My bad. I ran to the train and I was excited. You know why? Because here, well, I'm pretty sure actually all over the country pretty much, school kids are out. And I don't know about you guys, school kids fuck up morning commutes, okay? So I am so goddamn excited that I don't have to see those little snot-nosed little fucking faces anymore until September. Because I don't know about you, but children in the subway just turn into wild fucking animals. Don't know why, they just do. In any case, I was super excited, got on the train, wasn't completely empty as I would like it, but there was one seat left. And I was like, great, awesome. And I noticed, oh, that's kind of weird. No one's really sitting there. I'm tired, whatever. I sit down and my feet kind of go and they fly up. Like, what the fuck? What's on the floor? And I look down. I want to say that I'm stepping on hair gel, but I know I'm not. So for all the people out there that commute to work, that actually drive in your car and you're just like, oh man, all this traffic, you can go fuck yourself because you didn't have to sit in semen today. So, probably saying, Theresa, why don't you just get up? Well, there was a seat, so I don't know if you know this, but anyone who lives in a city that actually has public transportation, when there's a seat, you fucking sit in there. And even if that means you gotta sit next to somebody who's talking to themselves and eating pocket lint, you're still gonna sit there. Why? Because it's a seat, and that's what we all pay for. I paid $2.75, not to slip on semen, but to sit down. So, of course, for the next 45 minutes, I was just having a silent panic attack in my head thinking the floor is so sticky that I'm literally gonna be leaving my flip-flops on the floor and I'm just gonna walk out of the train. Because there's no way that I'll be able to peel the flip-flop off and make it to the door on time. No fucking way. And so this is the shit that I'm going on in my head. And then of course I flash back to when I was in high school and I hurt my foot and I had to wear a cast and I was coming down the steps of my high school and I guess I must have missed the bottom step or I don't know what happened, but I literally fell on my knees in like this praise Jesus pose and I lost a chunk of my shoe. And my friend was with me and she was like,
your shoe's back there.
And I said, no it's not. And she's like,
I'm pretty sure that's your shoe.
No, it's not. And I kept going because I was that fucking mortified that I couldn't pick up my shoe. If I didn't pick up my shoe in high school, you sure should know that as an adult, I'm gonna leave my flip-flops on that sticky, disgusting floor and just fucking walk to work with bare feet. I don't make any sense. I know I'm crazy. You should know that by now. Anyway, lo and behold, it worked out well where I timed it good. I just started grabbing on things as if I was a French mime somewhere, grabbing on people, doing very exaggerated movements. Needless to say, I got out of the train car, got to work, and then the rest of the day was fucking awful. Everybody was mean, nasty, and just had a fucking attitude problem. The second thing I'm super excited about is that when I got home after my awful shitty day, got a package from Ulta, and you know what's in that package? The Flesh Beauty brand. And I am so excited because the amount of dick jokes that I have in my head is fucking pure gold. And let's just say, oh, is disappointing. So I'm super excited to actually film that because I can't wait to rip into that. Let's just jump into why you're here because I don't think you want to listen to me talk about dick jokes all day. Unless you do, then I can arrange that. Leave it down in the comments. So what I was confused about was when I actually saw this announced on Trendmood's page, it was like, oh, it's coming in July. And then it was like, oh, hey, use my code when it comes in July. And then bam, it was like, oh, hey, one day you could pre-order now. And I was like, fuck yeah. And I missed out on the bundles. If you spent $90, you got both of these palettes, which is one is the Glamingo face palette and the Flamingo eyeshadow palette and a really cute towel. But since I missed that, not a big deal. They actually sold everything separately. I didn't get the towel because one, this bitch doesn't go to the beach and the only pool I'll go to is somewhere in SeaWorld. I think that's where they can keep me. So needless to say, I didn't get the towel. But I did pick this up and I actually used Trendmood's code, which I believe if you just use Trendmood, you save 10%. So it was came out to $81. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know if you've ever actually played with Violet Voss eyeshadows before, but they be fucking beautiful. Violet Voss has such good quality and I think it's so underrated and people just don't talk about it. I don't know why. It's some of the best around, if not one of the best, because I've never had any sort of irritation. Colors are so vibrant, the mattes are great, the shimmers are great, probably other finishes that I'm not thinking of, those are wonderful too. And I don't know, maybe I think people get stifled on the retail price. This actually retails for $45, but I think it's like $45 well spent, to be honest, but that is me. So here's the palette. One, this is so cute. It's so Florida for me, and I really like that. It's like Florida before, you know, the Four Loko and cocaine. Like, I really just think this is so cute. I love the flamingos. I love the actual feel of it. It has a nice weight to it. It's pretty secure, I would say, and it opens up like an adorable little book. And you get this really nice full-size mirror that actually fully bends back, which is wonderful. And you get these little cute little details on the mirror. You have a little flamingo, and you have these little cute little rainbow flip-flops, which is super cute. And now, here are the colors. Look how adorable this is. Now, I know you're probably saying to yourself, bitch, didn't you just literally buy a palette the other day from Jeffree Star? And you're right, I fucking did, okay? I did. What can I say? I'm a hoarder, okay? Whatever. What interests me about this palette was, one, I'm just a sucker for yellow, and I love this green shade, this beach ball shade. I thought it was so pretty. It looks like you get about 11 mattes, and you get 9 shimmers. I'm gonna throw in the swatches here. I actually did 2 looks the past 2 days, and I'm sad that I wanted to do more, but the immense color combination that you get in this, it would be impossible to include a bunch of looks without making this video like 30 minutes or an hour or anything like that. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm going to just start doing kind of like different tutorials, because as you see, there are so many different colors that you can use, and it's so pretty, and I feel like each color kind of has its own moment. I figured it'd be kind of fun to do that, and it'll give you more ideas of, if you are interested in buying this palette, which comes out sometime in July, gives you an idea of what kind of looks you can create. Be on the lookout for that. Here are 2 looks that I created this past week, and I actually got a lot of nice compliments at work. So, not to toot my own horn, but I think this palette's fucking amazing. Anyway, so watch those, and then I'll let you know what I think about the other products. When it comes to the eyeshadow palette, it sucks because I haven't played with some of the colors like these guys up here, like Donut, Flip Flops, Bikini, which are beautiful shimmer shades, which I'm actually gonna play with tomorrow. God damn, these are so fucking nice, and I love the quality of them. The mattes blend out so perfectly. I find that the shimmers, I had to wet my brush. It didn't really have much of effect when it was dry, so kind of keep that in mind when you're using them. I mean, to me, that's not the end of the world. Like, it's not a make or break thing, and I think it actually looks quite beautiful when you do so, and it has like a nice pop of color. The only shade I feel like to me that didn't really make sense being in this palette was this black shade. I find that when I swatch it, it's not really a true black color. Like, it's black, but I don't know, it's not as pigmented as, say, like a Kat Von D black eyeshadow. What I will say though is, because it's not as pigmented as I would like it to be, it kind of works out in the sense that you can build it up. And if you are looking to have something in kind of like the outer corners to just like make it a little bit darker, you can achieve that, but you gotta build it up quite a bit. So that's why I kind of almost wish that there was a brown color in there. Last but not least, I feel like Popsicle and Sunbathe are actually kind of similar. Yes, you know, Popsicle is more kind of like a traditional pumpkin orange, while this is kind of like a more of a muted orange color. I feel like Violet Voss could have got rid of one of them and put something else there. And I kind of wish that there was like a white shade. There is this shade like Sand, which, see if you could find it. pretty much the color of my skin, so I kind of almost wish that there was like a white shade in the bunch, but not the end of the world, you know. I also purchased the Jeffree Star Thirsty palette. Initially I was a little bit worried when I bought both of these because I was thinking to myself, you know what, shit, they're kind of the same palette, but in reality they aren't. You know, I think what this one has, this one doesn't, and what this one has, this one doesn't. Actually, for the remainder of the summer, these are probably going to be my two go-to palettes, and I'm okay with that. So now we have the Glamingo face palette. Now, as you can see, it's very much a sister palette to the Flamingo eyeshadow palette. It comes, again, as a little book, has very pretty imagery of Florida. This time it actually has a popsicle stick and a little flamingo in the corner. And again, bends all the way back, the mirror. It has a nice weight. I actually just love palettes that are just like this, that are kind of books, that are aesthetically pleasing and also just make perfect sense to use. I wanted to like this more. I think when I first saw it online, I was just so excited that I was like, fuck it, buy it. And then when I got it, I was like, oh, I don't know if these are gonna work for me. And I say that because I am white as fuck. So actually, let me just throw some swatches in for you. So this red shade is Flamingo. The pink shade is Sweet Cheeks. The kind of pearlish highlight right there, that's White Sand, followed by Paradise. The bronzer is Bronze Goddess. And then this beautiful orange color is Fake and Bake. I am wearing the bronzer. I was wearing the blush. I think that kind of wore off throughout the day. And the highlight's completely gone. As you saw, for shits and giggles, we decided to put on both highlighters. So this morning when I was playing with the blushes, I actually went in with both, but I went in with the extreme, like light, teeny tiny like hand because they're so pigmented that I just didn't want to look like, you know, a Campbell Soup kit. As for the White Sand highlighter, when I tried it out this morning, this was not pigmented at all, and I think it's because I'm sweating right now that actually something is showing up on me, which is really kind of crazy. This side is the gold one, so that kind of gives you an idea of what it looks like. I think it's really pretty. As for the bronzers, I can't really use them as bronzers. Like, I'm gonna have to just really kind of just use it as more of a contour shade, which I did today. I put this on 6 o'clock in the morning and it is currently 8 o'clock at night. So I think it actually held up pretty well. The last color, which is Fake and Bake, no fucking way am I ever gonna use that. Actually, I'm kind of confused because I don't know if it's actually meant to be a bronzer or if it's meant to be a highlighter. Because I feel like it could be a highlighter for like a deeper skin and it would look fucking sick. Or is it supposed to be a bronzer? I don't know, I feel like it's too glittery and shimmery. So I'm gonna say that my money's more on a highlighter. While I'm not completely in love with this, I will say I'm actually very happy with the kind of direction that they're going in, because if you see, a lot of these are not just for only pale people or only deeper skin people. They're kind of like middle of the road. Like, they try to keep everybody in mind, and that's what I really like about that. I'm not upset that I purchased this. I think if I could go back in time, I don't think I would have picked this up though. I am gonna just, you know, try my best to use it as much as I can, and I think definitely for this one, just repurpose it as an eyeshadow because it's too pretty not to. Okay, I think I need to take my ass to the shower before I sweat to death. I want to say thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it as always. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for notification of my future posts. And I guess that's about it. So I guess I'll see you little flamingos later.